世界三大银饰品牌之一的 Cody Sanderson 从不刻意定义他的风格，游走在中性、街头与朋克，近期也从饰品慢慢走向全方位 lifestyle 领域。随着微风南山这个台北唯一据点开幕，我们有机会与创办人 Cody 聊聊他的灵感、设计和生活。我是佟凯玲，跟着我一起走进这个 Cody Sanderson 的一天吧。
Hi guys, me Cody Sanderson here in beautiful Taipei, Taiwan.
Hi, so welcome you to Taiwan. I'm so glad to have you here today. Just congrats on the store opening. And also, I absolutely love your style. I like your casual with like matching with all your jewelry. Can you talk about like how many pieces of jewelry you wear per day?
I'm pretty casual compared to some of my collectors. You know, I have a few bracelets on both sides and I have rings here and there. But I do have collectors. I've seen them with 12 to 15 rings. I can't even do that. And I've seen them stack the bracelets all the way up to the upper forearm. I've done it before, but I can't see how it's so comfortable and useful. But I'm happy for them. It's really cool to see something like that.
And I also want to ask, do you believe in like superstitions? Like, do you have that like one lucky bracelet or one lucky ring that you never take off?
I did have this one ring. I called it a boomerang only because it always came back to me. I sold it twice. I found it in a gallery one time. I brought it back and then I sold it again. And then I was at a show somewhere in the US and the guy goes, "Hey, will you trade me this ring?" I go, "That's my favorite ring." And so I bought the ring back from him. And then another time I lost that same ring in New York. I've lost it in San Diego. It has been lost, it has been found. So I kind of keep that in my safe and I wear it every now and then when I'm in Santa Fe where I live, but I haven't brought it back overseas in quite a while, but that's my boomerang. With the stars in general, everyone can recognize on all the continents in the world, 5-point star. Everyone's familiar with it. But the reason I started doing stars is my son, his mother, her name is Pilar Agoyo, and my son's name is Brandon Agoyo Sanderson. But Agoyo in their language means star. And I believe that my particular brand has the most star motifs, whether it's in earrings, rings, toe rings, a number of different things. I have a number of stars in there. And then with the arrow, I do love the arrow in general. A lot of Native Americans, you know, we made our own arrows, just like the indigenous people here in Taiwan. Well, a lot of indigenous people throughout the history of time, they've always made their own arrows. And this is kind of my version of the arrows. It's a stylized, updated version. And then I also have some little more remnants of what it was made like in 200 years ago.
I also want to ask, me wearing this outfit, do you recommend any jewelry? What would you like style me?
Well, like I told you earlier, that was the same top I was going to wear. And I'm so glad I didn't.
We were gonna be twins.
I would, you know, put a number of different pieces on you. And almost more is for like a photo shoot, like we did a photo shoot or we did a red carpet event. It's really nice and it's really striking visually and physically for yourself to have all this inventory on. And it does make you feel good. I feel it does have a sense of power that you kind of encompass. Like even some of these rings, you can't really tell from the distance, but this is a star, and then there's a star within that particular star. And I always say, this is the star, but you are the star within the star. Like you have this particular ring here. I have suggested some people you can wear it this way. And well, you can have it either way, the way it feels comfortable. And the reason I have this, and a lot of times I direct some people, you have it like this, that's going like this towards you, or when you're like this. So within an arrow, you are always going forward. So you always have this forward motion, or you're always trying to go up. Pretty soon, if things work out right, they should have a galactic type of out there in the outer space. That's my next frontier. Whether if it's an astronaut or it's on a space station, or we blast it up there and it's somewhere, kind of like the Tesla. Like Elon Musk put his Tesla out there and it's still going out there.
So I'm seeing that you also have like some like camping equipment. Do you have like a passion for camping, or is there any like spot that you would recommend to people?
From what I understand, a number of Taiwanese started to go camping And it's gotten very, very popular recently. Same in America, and I'm sure it's the same in other places in the world. And I really, really want to get a little more involved in lifestyle. I'm going to be introducing rugs and wallpaper, even like different designers create their own house paint. I mean, they have
the color that's like
correct.
Yes, your brand color.
Like you have Bugatti blue, you know, Ferrari red. You have, and maybe I can Tiffany blue. Yeah, I want to have that idea or something like that in my circle of a particular color that may be.
What's your Cody Sanderson color? What is it?
I have this particular red that I was working with, and I like it because of the color, and I think red is a very powerful color.
Yes.
And this is before I was even working in Asia.
And you mentioned like all your stuff is handmade.
Yes.
And have you been experiencing with like new materials that are hard to work with? Is there any challenges when it comes to like doing handmade?
Well, there is, but then we also have things like this that have a 3D printing. And it allows us to do a lot of different designs and little cut-through designs. Oh yeah, like I said, we have I like to do something with one of the supercars or a higher end.
Like a Ferrari?
Ferrari, Bentley, and I can completely and totally accent all their whether it's the dials or the buttons on them.
Is there one particular car brand that you were like, that's like the one that I want to work with?
I'd like to probably do a Rolls Royce. They're really, really
Rolls Royce, yes. And the color will match really well with like.
I think they will. I know they will.
Yes.
And we could do something because there's a number of people out there that they love the brand, and I do have some collectors who drive quite a few Rolls Royce too. So it's really nice, and they've asked me to do something like that too. Now, if I could work directly with the company, that would be best. These are going back to the camping. And then this is for your light. You can hang off here. And these are little camping chairs. So you can carry these.
Oh, there's like pockets on the side as well.
And then once again, my pattern's up here. These bags accommodate this table.
Is this like a camping bag as well?
Yeah. So what this bag does here, see, of course, my pattern. And so this is for the table here.
This is for like the sleeping bag?
And the legs on those. And then this is for this whole component, yeah. One time we were out there hiking, we got lost, myself and 3 of my other buddies. And we're walking, it's so dark, it's all pitch black. And then we walk up and then like there's a cool breeze is coming up. We're like, what is that? Yeah. I don't know, hold on. My friend gets a big rock and he throws like this and we didn't hear nothing. There was a cliff that we almost walked off because it was so dark, and the only thing that saved us was a cool wind that came up from there. You guys, thank you for inviting me to your house, to your home, to your country, to your city. I really appreciate you and you and you and you and you and all of you guys. Thank you.